If you check in the competition room today, you will see a lot of disabled people that are beggars under the street here. One sponsor or the other had made it possible for them to be here. They have gone there to pick them up, sponsor them to come in here, where they say, why did I sell this idea to my sponsors? Because I believe that 98% of those beggars on the street are disabled. And I know that it's because they are not aware, that is why they are doing it. By bringing them in here to see this happen and seeing that it's people that are in the same situation with them, I think 98% of after they finish is going to change their mindset psychologically, to let them know that begging is not the final solution for a disabled person. There's much more to you. You are disabled does not mean you cannot do what the able-bodies are doing. So that is my focus, to be able to get at least 85% of beggars off the street after this. That is why while I was going for sponsors, I was speaking to them to sponsor people, to sponsor the disabled, to come here and watch. Because we have, no matter your disability, we have a para sport that will fit you. Powerlifting is not only that. I'm not doing this for just powerlifting. I'm doing it to be able to get athletes for all para sports. What you have to understand is there's what we call stepping stone. You cannot run if you have not learned how to crawl. You have to crawl first. For us to be able to pick up the ticket to host a qualifier, they have to do what they call test run. This is like a test run to know if Nigeria will be able to handle that. So far, so good. When I spoke to my commander that came to represent the IPC president, he said that he doesn't think Nigeria is doing bad. So I hope we'll be able to get that 85% that they're looking for. So maybe next year, 2020, they'll be able to give us a qualifier to host.
You know, one thing about Nigerian Powerlifting Federation and the athletes, because now the coaches, we are former powerlifters. So we now took the game as our career. We don't have any other thing that we are doing. So come rain, come sun, we are in the gym training. There's competition, there's no competition. You will meet Nigerian powerlifter in the gym training for future competition.
This goal will just wipe away poverty in my life, because I'm very sure that there is something great that's going to be attached to it. And I'm very happy, being my first time on representing Nigeria, and I make my country proud. That is the zeal of every athlete. Even though it's a battlefield, you have to play your part and leave the rest for God.
So that's it, reactions coming from officials and athletes of the Powerlifting Federation of Nigeria. The championship is still ongoing right here in Lagos. You're listening to Love It. It said winning gold is the start of new things in our life. Look, how many times do we have to say that you want to empower youth, young people, you want to empower persons that think that they are down and no more hopes in life? Use sports. Sports will bring back that spark. And that was what the president of the Powerlifting Federation, Queen Ubo, was trying to tell us, that it's not just even powerlifting, there's para table tennis at the channels. Athletics Classics, you saw that we had the para athletes right there. So much going down with powerlifting in the country. We're #1 in the world, and the competition is going on. It's Tag Lagos 2019, and Team Nigeria, they've been getting loads of medals. Yesterday they got about 15. Today they've already gotten 9 gold and 9 silver medals. They are champions anytime, any day. Our special athletes, whenever they have an opportunity to represent the country, they do it with pride. Love It, for instance, hasn't represented the country, but because the competition is right here at home, she can easily represent our country, and she loves it. Let's welcome Cosmos Chukwuemeka is with us in the studio. Cosmos, it's good to have you on Sports Tonight.
It's good to be here. I mean, I just listened to everything you just said about the empowerment of sports.
That's right.
And how sport helps to, change the life of people. I mean, you could see one of the beneficiaries of this competition that actually won a gold medal, representing Nigeria for the first time, talking about the fact that sport has changed their life.
Yeah.
And it shows that the power of sport. I mean, I was somewhere today, a symposium in honor of course, the late Deji Tinubu. And, the talks about sports, the power of sports and education.
Yeah.
Put that sports and education is massive, and that is what these administrators, especially what the president of the federation actually said to the fact that the corporate organization need to come not just to sponsor these Paralympians or disabled athletes, but also to help them improve themselves.
That's right.
Educationally.
So she's saying, don't come thinking you want to come and sponsor the championship.
Exactly.
See, you should come and support them. Support somebody, empower lives.
And part of supporting them is not just to give them money. It has to do with empowering them as well. I mean, after this time around, there will be a point they will not be able to do this. How would they move on? You know, and that is where education comes into play. Maybe some of these people are, you know, maybe old enough and not maybe too old to go back to school, no, but there are other ways in which you can empower them, which is also education as well. You know, empower them, and trust me, it will be good for themselves. It will be good for the country and the society at large as well. So I like what is happening right here in Nigeria. I mean, every time it shows that Nigeria can be able to host international competitions. I mean, football, we've hosted 2 World Cups. We've hosted 2 African Cup of Nations.
We've done for wrestling.
We've hosted for wrestling, both the African Championship,
the Lagos Classics.
I mean, we've hosted the World. All of the Lagos Classics,
Governors Cup, which is now
Governors Cup,
Championship.
Open Championship. On Saturday, we're going to be hosting the world as well in one of the biggest marathons in the world as well. You know, it shows that we can be able to host, and it is not just about hosting; it's about you know, leveraging on this competition that we host for the benefit of the country.
Yeah, and most of these athletes confined to wheelchairs, yet unstoppable. Sports is telling them that, look, you can be something. The world can stand up and cheer you and give you applause and respect you, and you know you'll be counted. Sports is giving them that inclusion that is needed. That is, I love it, Abokin right there. She was excited. You heard her say, look, winning this gold medal, my life will never remain the same again. And it wasn't just love it. By the way, shout out to the Powerlifting Federation of Nigeria. Just looking at this competition, you can tell it's world class.
Yes.
The ambience looks good. The location is beautiful.
Exactly.
And that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Don't rest. When you do things like this, do more. Consolidate.
And that's the thing. I mean, we need to do more. We need to improve infrastructural facilities in all areas because of things like this. I mean, today, you know, I heard something about the fact that sport encompasses life itself. I heard something called sports engineering, sport architecture, sport infrastructure, sport in all facets, and it encompasses now, because there is a center in Lagos of tourism. We can be able to host this competition in a world-class place. It's looking world-class, and people that are there, some of our colleagues that are there, you know, one of them told me that she cannot believe that she's in Nigeria watching this, thinking she's probably somewhere in one of the Olympics. And it shows that it's world-class, and it shows that we can be able to do this as well.
Let's see more pictures. Let's see more pictures from the Powerlifting Championship in Nigeria. We love it. It's not the regular weightlifting, you know, but these guys, despite their physical conditions, they're able to lift this. For instance, Esther Wogu, in the women's 41 kg, won gold. Wogu lifted 85 kg in her first attempt, 85 kg, 95 kg in the second attempt, but failed to lift 102 kg in her third attempt to beat compatriot. You see, she also defeated Lucy Ihoma, who manages to lift 85 kg in her first attempt and failed in her second and third attempt. But I love it. It's a special athlete, and they're beautiful, and they're telling us that impossible is nothing, that you can actually pick yourself back up, and when the world says that you are down. So, beautiful. We love it. Sit there and confined to wheelchairs, but see how happy she is. She loves what is doing, and sports has given her that opportunity to plan ourselves. And see, the other athletes from different parts of the world are also here.
Yes,
so
exactly.
It's good exposure and experience.
Good exposure for them. I mean, they are competing with the best right here.
Some athletes from Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, and if they cannot, travel abroad, the logistical issues of visas being denied or visas not early and all. I mean, they're right here in Nigeria. And I mean, you just listen to one of them say that first time she's representing Nigeria, she's winning a gold medal, and that shows that if they can be able to get the needed exposure such as this, beautiful. Trust me, it's going to be good for this.
So now you've been hearing powerlifting, and you've been wondering what's it all about, what do they do? That is what it is right there. Special athletes just come out there and they do their thing, lift this. Even I can't even lift some of those.
You need to do lots of gymming.
So we just want to appreciate them. We love it. Shout out to everyone that put together the powerlifting championship. We'll continue to monitor it. It's a 3-day event. The final will be on Thursday. Tomorrow they're having like a get-together, have dinner, promote inclusion, appreciate the athletes. And the Federation has done this so that we can keep talking about powerlifting. We will not stop. So we will continue to monitor it.